All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, look, super short week here, right? We got the Denver Broncos, this injury-riddled Denver Broncos team this Thursday at MetLife Stadium. And let's face the facts. If the Jets go out there and lose to this Broncos team, remember, no Courtland Sutton, no Von Miller, Phillip Lindsay's banged up, no Drew Lock. They're down to their third-string quarterback because they benched Jeff Driscoll. If the Jets go out there and they lose to this Broncos team, that's probably going to, be the end of the Adam Gase tenure with the New York Jets. Now, of course, nothing is set in stone, nothing is 100% locked in, but based off of the rumblings, based off of the rumors that everybody has been hearing throughout the course of yesterday and this morning, all signs are pointing to New York Jets ownership and the front office and upper management eventually moving on from Gase at some point. And people are saying that, again, if the Jets go out there and lose this Thursday, this is going to be it, and somebody else is going to come in and take over, whether it's Jim Bob Cooter, whether it's Greg Williams. We'll see who ends up getting the interim gig if the Jets go out there and lose. And to be honest with you, the game, everybody's hurt in this matchup, and it's between Fangio and Gase, two guys that I'm just not fond of at all. So I don't know how Thursday's going to play out. But all I can say is if the Jets go out there and just get blown off the field, just like they did against Buffalo, just like they did against the injury-riddled 49ers, just like they did against the Colts, then Friday we'll probably have a new coach, a new interim head coach in place. It's as simple as that, right? And everybody knew it was going to happen too, let's be honest. The minute Adam Gase was hired by this Jets team, and they interviewed Cliff Kingsbury, they had that opportunity. They interviewed Matt Rule. They let Matt LaFleur just slip right through their fingers, and a guy that we talked, ad nauseum about on this channel, time and time again. Of course, before he was hired with Green Bay, they went with Gase, and everybody knew that it pretty much went as expected, right? And of course, the Jets could go out there and win this Thursday, and then who knows at that point, but it's clear, it's obvious, Adam Gase will not lead this Jets team to a Super Bowl, let alone a division win, let alone going deep into the playoffs on a consistent basis. That's just simply not going to happen. There needs to be a big change made, and a culture shift. I mean, that was the biggest thing when they let Todd Bowles go. It's just like, change in culture. We're going to develop, an offensive identity and, have these, have all these goals and create a vision, and really set our sights on rebuilding this thing from the ground up. But the offense looks way worse. The defense is so inconsistent. And I mean, you guys know the story. I can sit here and ramble on for 30 minutes about, how much of a mess this season has been. But as this game goes, right, as Thursday goes, again, if this Jets team cannot beat Denver, I really don't know where to go from this point. I mean, Gase would have to go, but we would just have to take a serious look in the mirror, or the Jets organization would, and have to figure out what's going on and how to figure out how to be competitive in some facet this season. Because if they, again, go out there and get killed by this Broncos team with all these injuries, 1-15, 0-16 is pretty much evident at that point. So again, we'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm looking at Denver. Crazy amounts of injuries, a ton of missing bodies here. This is a team that struggled. They struggled big time over the first 3 weeks. And yeah, they played really, really tough teams. The Steelers, tough team. Tampa Bay, really tough team. I think the Jets, there is a chance that New York can win this one, as crazy as that sounds, because, let's be real for a second. The Jets are the worst team in football. You can argue the Giants, but at least the Giants were competitive in the Steeler game for a little bit, where I feel like the Jets have just been, absolutely got their doors blown off in every single game that they've played, every single quarter they've lost, every single facet of football the Jets have lost to the opposing team. So we'll see how this Thursday goes. As far as the Jets winning the game, I'm really forcing Rippon to beat us with his arm downfield, right? Make him throw outside the hashes. I think Denver's probably going to live in the checkdown game, right? So if we can somehow stop the run or neutralize the run game, I think the Jets might have a chance. You really get our outside linebackers moving and covering the flats. bringing Marcus May down into the box and kind of have him be that rover style of, hybrid strong safety slash linebacker position where he's just kind of roaming. He's just that extra body within the box. So maybe the Jets can have some success there, but I really think the point of emphasis should be on letting Rypien or forcing him to beat you one-on-one with guys on the outside. Now, Denver does have weapons. Melvin Gordon is still a decent player. I really like Jerry Jeudy. I mean, I know plenty of you guys do too, because he was one of the big guys that, the Jets could have been targeting in the draft, or that, they were targeting. KJ Hamler can play. Deshaun, I don't even know what's going on with Deshaun Hamilton. I loved him at Penn State. And then Noah Fant is one of the best young tight ends in the league. He's on the come up. So, again, force Rypien to beat you outside the hashes. And then as far as offense goes, I got to be honest. I think we should get the ball out of Darnold's hands quickly, but not in the screen game. A lot of play action. We can fake we can do play action plays. We can bootleg Sam Darnold out, get him rolling, get the pocket moving. It was the same exact kind of idea that I had against the Colts game, which we just, again, did not see. I feel like everything is out of the shotgun. Everything is a 3-step drop. If it's not a 3-step drop or a second and long handoff, it's just Darnold trying to improvise, like running for his life. So the Jets offense is so bad to the point where it's like, I don't have trust in feeding the tight ends. I don't trust in feeding the wide receivers or trying to establish a run game. Like, I don't even know where to go with this Jets offense. And like, there's just so much going on with the whole Gase thing that it's like, I can't even concentrate or even try to formulate like an idea on how to attack this Denver Broncos defense. Or really Denver Broncos secondary for that matter. Because I feel like that's where, like, the outside corners, I feel like that's an area where the team can attack. But again, it's up to Darnold to actually, get the ball outside and deliver an accurate football. We have not seen that this season. And, again, it's been 3 weeks. We have not seen that this season. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I know there's a chance that the Jets could win this game, but more importantly, will this be Gase's last game as a New York Jet? So thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.